Here we go. Okay, all right, good morning, everybody. My name is Emily, and this morning we are doing a mat Pilates class. So that's a shift from the bar that I know many of you were expecting. So I hope that you still really enjoy this class. Morning, Jane, great to see you. And the only prop you're going to need for today is one optional single weight, and that will be when we're doing some standing work, but we'll be doing most of our work down today on our mat. So if you have a yoga mat, then that's great. And you can obviously, if you are accustomed to using props, then you can use throw in a weight for whatever exercise that we're doing. So we're going to start with some standing warm up. So I'll get my music going here. And if my music sounds too loud, please let me know right away, and I will adjust that. But if you can hear me and you can hear the music, then maybe give me a little thumbs up. Is that good volume wise? Excellent. Okay, thanks so much. All right, let's stand on our mats, and we're going to start with some shoulder circles. Breathe in and let it go. And if this is your first time moving today, feel free to take whatever movement feels really good today in your body. Follow along with me, or if there's another warm up that you're used to taking, go for it. And really lift those shoulders up, back and down. Feel some real movement there. If you've been doing shoveling like me, this should feel really, really good. Let's bring it into a big circle, up and back. That's up. Really feeling the rotation through the shoulders here. And let's bring those big circles down the other way. And let's sit down even further in the hips. And let's bring those big arm circles into just some shoulder circles. Getting really deep there through the shoulders. All right, and from here, let's bring the hands behind the head, press the hips back, and draw the chest down towards the quads. They might even touch it back, almost like you're doing a squat. And can you blow all the air out as you draw the chest down? And this time, bring it into a rotation. So stack through the shoulders, one shoulder right over the other, and then a tiny little glute squeeze at the top. Nicely done. Let's take one more in each direction. Last one right here. Those are called good mornings. So good morning to you all. And let's come left and right in a lunge here, getting deep here if that feels good. Pressing the hips back, bringing the chest forward, or keeping the chest upright. Goal here is to warm up the inner thighs. And let's bring the arms into it, bring the arms wide. That's it. Let's hold one side, reaching up and over to stretch through the side body. Breathe in, let it go here. Other side, up and over. That's it. And then once more per side. You might even want to reach this a little bit forwards and across. And once more on the other side. Great work. Shake that out. From here, we're coming down into a bridge. If you have those weights and you really want to use them, feel free to hold the weights up and over the shoulders. I'll demonstrate that, but otherwise keep the hands down by the side. So we're going to press up into a bridge, really warming up through our glutes right here. So when we have our bridge here, can you keep the knees about hip width apart, and then really, really press in with the entire bottom of the feet. So heel, big toe mound, little toe mound, staying here, or if you have the weights, option to just raise them up and overhead. That's it. Yeah, you got it, Kashandra. So that's our weight option. We're literally just keeping them above the shoulders there. or spread out through the fingers and press the entire hand into the mat. From here, hold the hips high, draw the right knee up, right leg comes up, flex on the way down until the knees are level, and then bring it back up. Flex on the way down, point on the way back up, and from here, can you stay even through the hips? Stay in that breath, and can you, if you have the hands down, really activate through the triceps. So really press the back of the arms down into the mat, and really press in here, left foot, right shoulder. That's it. Breathe into this one here. Let's take 5 more. That's it. And can you drop the lowest back rib down into the mat? Really ground down. 2 more. Great work. That right foot comes back down and up, even out through the hips here. And then we'll go into that left side. If you have the weights, feel free to keep them up or lower the elbows down. Really squeeze the glutes right here. Air out at the top. 3, 2, and 1. Hold it up. Left toe points up to the sky. Flex the foot for the way down. Point as you raise that leg back up. So only drop to the height of that right knee. And can you really press in here? Right foot, left shoulder. So smile up at the ceiling right here and breathe. That's it. Great work, everyone. 5 more from here. Staying strong to keep those hips even. 3, 2, and 1. Left foot back down. Squeezing up and down here. Option to stay here or crawl the toes long into a long bridge to really get into those hamstrings. Pressing up and down. Last few right here. 3, 2, and 1. Hips come down, hug the knees in, take a little left and right rock. And from here, hug in on the right shin and switch. This can be done with the head, neck, and chest lifted or the head touching down. Every time you hug a knee in, can you blow all the air out right here? Point through both toes and then really press that lower back down into the mat. That's it. Exhale every time you hug the knee in. Stay in this. 20 more seconds. Bring the elbows really wide. Should feel really good through the shoulder blades there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees in, head down. Same action, but this time we take the hands behind the head and we twist through the torso and you bring shoulder towards opposite knee. Think about twisting right below the lowest rib, so right to the belly button, going left and right. Exhale every time the knee comes in, and inhale to switch. This one's called the Pilates crisscross. Great for the core, great for the obliques here. 20 more seconds. Stay in this. Yes, that's it. Great work. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees in, head down, take a breath here. Take a little left, right rock. We're going to hold one side and do 2 exercises on one side. So let's start with the right knee in. Lift the head, neck, and chest. Point both toes, and we are twisting. So just with the upper body, it's like a little sideways crunch. So think about bringing the left armpit towards the right knee as you exhale, and exhale, twisting through the belly button. Get some real height here. Blow all the air out. Let's take 5 more, and then we'll hold it up. 3, 2, 1. Hold it up, and then pulse that left toe down and up, pointing through both toes. That's it. Staying strong. keep drawing that shoulder, that armpit on the left towards the right knee. 10 more seconds right here. And then we rest and switch sides. Breathe in and out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees in, head down. Take a breath at the bottom and then draw the right leg long, left toe in, and we crunch. Exhale as you draw that right armpit, right shoulder towards the left knee. Exhale every time. That's it. Stay in this. Now this time, hold it up, and draw shoulder towards knee, just the toe down and up. That's it. Last 10 seconds. You've got it. Great, that's it. That's it, Cynthia. 3, 2, 1. Knees in, head down. Take a deep breath. Really nicely done. From here, head stays down. For the first part, hug the right knee in, point the right toe up to the sky, and then press the left heel in. We are circling that right toe in towards the midline and out. And this is another one option if you want to hold on to one weight above you or even both weights. And that takes a bit of balance, you'll find. So option for one weight or two, and really take your time here. Breathing in, and here, if your hands are down, just like in the bridge, can you open up through the fingers and press your entire palm and all 10 fingers down into the mat for stability and also to really activate through the back of the arm. And then from here, can you really press down through the back of both hips and slow it down? Let's take 3 more in this first direction. 2, and 1. Pause at the top. Now we circle away. Cynthia has a little visitor. What a cute doggy. All right, we circle away. So we're on our first side, second direction. And again, take your time through this and let it come right from the core. That's it. Straighten out through the leg as much as you can and really drive that left heel into the mat. Activate through the back of that left leg. 3 more here. 2, and 1. Hugging on the right knee. Bring the left leg up to match it, and then bring both legs up to the sky, pressing with the hands. Corkscrew, we circle down and around one way, and immediately reverse. So alternating circles here, and only go so big that you can get both hips pressing down. And again, let this one come from the core. Left and then right, clockwise, and then counterclockwise. Let's take 1 more. And then from here, keep the left leg lifted, drop the right heel down, flex the right foot, drive the right heel into the mat, and then with the left toe, can you circle down to the right, up to the left? So in towards the midline. Same thing now on side 2, and if you have those weights, feel free to hold up one or both weights, or if the hands are down, reminder here to really actively press the palms into the mat, almost like you're holding on for dear life onto the ground here. And again, that circle is only so big that you can keep both hips grounded down. So you're pressing down all the way from that right heel, up the right leg, through the hips, through both shoulders, into the palms and the back of the head. That's it. I'm going to come in and check up on the screen. Beautiful work, everyone. Yeah, that's it, Kathy. Great work. That's it, Jane. Yes, let's take 3 more in this first direction, and then we'll switch directions. Beautiful, Cynthia. Yeah. All right, 1 more in this first direction, and then now we circle away. Left toe, left leg, circling counterclockwise, away from the midline, keeping that connection with the back of the body all the way down onto your mat. Find a little spot here on the ceiling if you like, smile up, breathe into this. That's it, let's take 3 more in this second direction. Nice and slow, slow it right down for these last couple. Last one. Let's hug in on the left knee, right knee comes in too. Both legs come up, and here we're pressing the hands into the mat. Even if you've got weights, drop the weights right now. Press into the hands, lifting up and over, pressing the legs together, lifting, and here really press into the forearms. Can you exhale as you lift those hips all the way up and away, and try to get them over, but also try to find some real height through the hips. And the higher you go up, the more you get into the core. Right here, option to give a little open and close at the top, lift and open. Let's do one more just like that. This one's called the Pilates rollover. Great work. Let's hug in on the knees, and from here, we're flipping over to the side. If you have a weight and you want to use it, option to just hold the weight up here with the left hand. Otherwise, the hand can come down to the hip to start. We're coming all the way onto the side. Feet go towards the top left corner of the mat. And then we're lifting that left leg, and we're starting with simply a lift. You can keep that weight up if you like. And if you're really accustomed to this and you prefer, you can take this from the forearm into a side plank. So completely up to you here, down on your side, so hips touching the mat or hips lifted, completely up to you. And if the hands are on the hips and you want to try something new, bring the hand behind the head, and that will test your balance just a little bit here. Yeah, that's it. 20 more seconds in this, and then we come into a march. So stay in this. Or if you're lifted and you want another challenge from behind the head, you can reach that hand high. Let's take 5 more here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that leg a little bit up. We're marching. So bringing that top left knee up towards the left shoulder. Breathe into this. Take a glance down at the hips. Make sure the hips are stacked. And if you're lifted here, can you bring those hips even higher? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We combine a lift and a march. Lift, point the knee. That's it, not here long. Stay in this, all in it together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If the hips are lifted, slowly lower them back down. We're flipping the legs around. Option to switch it up here if you want on your side too, or keep it the same. So head down and hand or forearm, weight or no weight. Let's get ready here for side 2. Hips are at the back of the mat, feet are at the front end, and we lift. That's it, you've got it. So head can be in the hand. If you want to switch it up for side 2, option for that top hand, hip behind the head, or a reach with that optional single weight. We're lifting 20 more seconds in the lift, and then we bring it into that march. Yeah, stay in this. 10 more seconds, you've got this. Great work. That's it, Kathy. Great work, Margot. 3, 2, and 1. Trade in the lift for a march. So we bend the knee and bring that knee up towards the shoulder. Right knee towards the right shoulder. Make sure the hips are completely stacked. Option to look up towards the sky right here. And see if you can really challenge yourself to keep that top right foot in the air, even as you kick it long. Let's go for 3, 2, and 1. Last few seconds here. Lift and march. Lift, bend the knee. Almost there. This is where I get to tell you you've been doing this for 4 minutes. Way to go. I think this might even be a 4.5 minute song. That's it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower those hips down. Shake out to the arms and legs. Really nicely done, everyone. We're coming up to a standing position from here, and we're coming into a grand plie. So widen it through the heels. Heels are a little bit in, toes are a little bit out. Find a bend through the knees, and I want you to imagine that your back is along a mirror or a wall. So that means that your shoulders are directly above the hips, down and up. Active through the core. So see if you can think about the core doing this work right here. And from here, bringing the fingertips just above the ears so that the chest is really, really open. Breathe in, catch your breath here. All right, let's hold it low, and we're tipping right and left here. And think about your body on that one plane called your frontal plane. It's almost like you're a piece of toast in a toaster. Just a little tip, staying stable through the hips, really stable through the legs. Option here to add on a heel lift as you go left and right. So lift the same side heel that you are tipping towards. All right, let's go all the way right, curl around, back up, reverse, all the way left. And if this is feeling good and you want to challenge, see about coming up on both heels, off both heels, I should say. You'll slow it right down, but boy, is it ever a fun test of the balance. Really take your time through here. Let's take one more. Heels up or heels down. Drop the heels, and from here, step back, curtsy squat, center, curtsy squat the other side. So coming through center, and this can be done in the grand plie curtsy or feet parallel to each other. So whatever's more comfortable here. A bit more challenging to stay with the feet angled out. Totally up to you here. And in that curtsy, can you drop that back knee towards the mat, staying open through the chest. All right, let's go center, send the left leg back. Center, left leg back to curtsy. So holding aside here. Maybe feeling warm through the quads here. You've got it, yes. Let's hold that side down and up, little pulses. So almost like we're on a little trampoline right here. That's it, shoulders right above the hips here. And then hold it down, open and close through the knees. That's it, feeling warm everywhere here maybe. You got this, Cassandra. 3, 2, 1. Back to center. Other side. Center. Right leg comes back to curtsy squat. And then hold that left side. Little bounce down and up. Shoulders over the hips. And then hold it down, open and close through the knees. Nicely done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out, let it go here. Option to grab a quick sip of water here if you like. And here's where we're grabbing a single weight, or if you've got two really light weights, feel free to put two weights in one hand stacked, but we are coming into a balanced position here. Weights in the right hand. If you have a weight, we're lifting the right knee, lift the right hand, lower down, weight towards the shoulder. Lift and lower straight away. If you want to add on, add a lifted heel on the left side. So lift the right knee, right hand, and then lift that left heel. And think about your back up against that wall or mirror. So your back is completely straight here, as much as you can go. Crown of the head up to the sky. And if you want, that left hand can just be on the hip, if you like, or behind the head to test the balance a little bit. All right, we're adding on here. It's a lift the heel if you want. Draw that right leg back and then tap your weight down on your mat. Up we come, knee up, weight up, option to have that heel lifted. Slowly, easy does it. Tap the weight down as you send that right weight, tap the right weight down as you send the right leg back. Keep a tiny little bend in the left leg here at all times. That's it, 30 more seconds, and then we switch sides. Beautiful. Always an option here to hold on to a piece of furniture with that left hand. That's it, Jane. Beautiful. Great balance. Yes, Cassie. Breathe into this. Cynthia, I love how even those hips are. Let's take one more on this first side. We'll shake it out and then we'll go into side 2. All right, release that one side. Quick little shake out through the feet, through the hands. Weight right away comes into the left hand. And let's practice. We lift the knee, lift the hand, tap the shoulder with the weight. And right away, if this is feeling good, add that lift through that right heel. Reach up. See if you can get the weight even higher up. And once you have this down, permission here to go right into the full version. So lift and then tap that weight down as you extend the left leg back behind you. Find a spot here on the floor and on the wall as you make your transition. So looking at the screen, if you are looking at the screen, look at something that's not moving, like a key or maybe something in the corner. And you'll probably find right away that something feels different on side 2. That's it. Stay in this. We have exactly 30 seconds left on side 2 here. That's it. Great work. Stay in it. Stay in that breath. Taking your body through an extreme range of motion here in our sagittal plane. So for people who are runners and cyclists, this is the plane that we live in. This is where you are so strong. Jane, those decades of marathon training are your best friend right now. You're doing awesome. Let's take one more. Nicely done. Shake it out. Great work, everyone. We are hanging on to a weight. Even if you want to have 2 for this next one, we are coming into some lunges. So you'll need a fair bit of space around you. So with the right side, we're going to lunge forwards, lunge to the side, and lunge back. We'll come to the side again. So this is around the world. We're going forward and side and back. And so feel free. If this feels really good, then you can add on by bringing the weights wide, or you can bring it up a little bit in speed. That's it. So feel free to kind of linger as much as you want in one space. If you're feeling really good in that side, stay there if it feels like a really nice stretch, or stay in this, keep going. All right, we're going to double it up now. So double pulse at the front, bring it back in, double pulse at the side, double pulse at the back. So we did a lot of pulsing in that 1-2 songs ago. All right, we're going to take the side out of it, and it looks like this. We're just going to go forwards and back. And if you have 2 weights, feel free to come up into a cactus with the weights, stepping forward, stepping back. So really press in to the ball of that left foot, slow it right down so that you have form over speed right here. Keeping the shoulders right above the hips, so straight back through the whole thing. 10 more seconds, and then we get to switch sides. Starting to tire out the left side right here. Let's do this. 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Coming now onto the left. So going forwards and side, back and side. If you want to do something new with your weights here, you can bring them down like this, so you're like a little robot. Keeping the shoulders and elbows in line, dropping through the shoulders. Let's add that little double pulse. Double, bring it in, and you can bring the weights out towards the screen, palms down, elbows bent. And we finish off front and back. So press into the right foot. I like to call this one like a little tick-tock, like a clock, or like a metronome. You can come into a cactus or arms forward like this. Keeping the shoulders right above the hips. Back and front. That's it. Great work. Exactly 30 seconds left. You got this. And if the weights aren't serving you, drop them here. Yes, dropping that knee. Beautiful. That's it. 10 more seconds. Press off. Almost like you're gliding through the air. In 3, in 2, in 1. Woo, shake that out. Feel free to grab a sip of water here. We're coming down onto our bottoms. And from here, option again, weights are completely optional through here. If you have the weights, you want to use them, hold them up, sort of like a cactus. But I'll give you that option in a moment because I'm going to get everyone in position first. So let's get a little twist through the spine, bend through the knees. So back is nice and straight here, shoulders over the hips, twisting right from the belly button here. Should feel really nice through the back. Blow the air out every time. Okay, from here, option 1 without weights, we're coming down onto the elbows, pressing the fingers into the mat, shine the chest up to the corner of the room, point the toes, bend the knees, and we are lifting. Exhale every time. Option if you want to use the weights, same exercise. Your range of motion will be a little bit less, but you can absolutely use the weights, holding them up. Yes. All right, from here, straighten the legs, drop them down a few inches, bend the knees. Up, out, and in. Inhale when the legs are straight. Exhale when you bend the knees. And see if you can completely relax here through the glutes. We did some very glute heavy stuff in our standing. From here, the glutes are completely relaxed. All right, we're going to go in reverse now. So let's start out, up, and then in. Out, up, and in. Glue the knees together here, point through the toes. And the further away the knees stay from the upper body, the more we stay in the core. If you want to make it a smaller motion, you get more into the core here. Or if you bring the knees all the way up, you give the core a tiny little reprieve. So you pick the speed, pick the intensity right here. Let's do 3 more. 2 and 1. From here, keep the knees together. We're coming into a little can-can, left and right. Let it come here from the obliques. So see if you can keep your hips where they are in space, more or less. Then just tap, tap. Let's add an extension. To kick out, we'll go 3, 2, 1, extend. 3, 2, 1, extend. See, 1 more on each side. 3, 2, 1, and kick. 3, 2, 1, and kick. Let's come back up into that little spine twist. That's it, and then we'll come into that little chair lift one more time where the knees are together. Option if you want to use the weights. Hold the weights up in a little cactus. Lift and lower. 10 more seconds right here. Keep shining the chest up to that corner of the room. And we are finishing off with some glute work here in 3, in 2, in 1. Let's hug the knees in, let the head touch down. Whew, take a really deep breath right here. Great work, everyone. All right, final effort before our stretch is we are coming into a Z shape with the feet. So it looks like this. So my left knee is forward, my right knee shoots out towards my right side, and then I'm twisting my body a little bit to the left. I'm going to open up through the fingers and really bend my elbows, and then push the big toe mound of the right side in and open up the right knee. So this is an open right here. Keep your neck here in line with the spine, and then you can look down between the fingers. So spread out the fingers, press the palms in, elbows wide, keep the shoulders as even, as level as possible, one to the other, and open. You've got this. I love ending a class with this because we work so hard and then we go right into the stretch. All right, let's take 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the knee down and then lift the entire shin bone so that your whole shin from the knee down to the heel opens up and then lifts and stays parallel to the ground, parallel to the mat. Yeah, that's it. Really dig deep for this one. 15 more seconds, then we get to go on to side 2. That's it. Relax through the neck here. Relax through the chest and open, almost like we're doing that little hydrant. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it, Margot. Relax, let it go on this side. And then we are coming into side 2. So now my right knee is forward. We're working with the left leg, point through both toes, and then I'm twisting a little bit to my right side. Fingers open, palms down, and then press into that big toe mound on the left now. Open through the knee. So if you've done the clam on your side, or you've done the little fire hydrant from quadruped from all fours, similar here, we're really getting deep into those glutes to finish off here. Breathe into this. Can you bring the elbows even wider? Press into the palms. Yes, that's it. Yeah. Yeah. So bend the elbows just a little bit more. 5 more. And then we come to that full open through the shins. 3, 2, 1. Lift the shin right off the ground here, keeping the knee, keeping the heel in line with each other, with the ground. Sending lots of heat, lots of love to that left glute here. Last 5 right here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax, let it go. Let's come into a glute stretch first thing right here. So I'm going to start by bringing my right knee over my left and then hug in on the left leg, on the right leg with the left arm. And then if you want, take a little peek out over the right shoulder, or if you have a favorite glute stretch, feel free to take it here. This is one of my go-tos right here. I hope this feels good. Really plant down with that right foot. So if the right foot is sort of willy-nilly on the ground, really ground it down, really press down with that right foot into the mat. All right, let's take one more breath here, maybe a couple for good measure. Back is nice and straight. And then slowly release there. And then let's switch sides so the right leg comes down. Take the left foot, plant it down so the entire left foot presses into the mat. Hug in on the left leg with the right arm and look out over the left shoulder with a nice tall straight back. Take a couple more breaths right here. And then here, slowly let that go. Let's bring the soles of the feet together and then bring the heels in, and let's take a deep breath and then fall over the feet here, round through the back. So let's stay here for one more breath. And stay here if it feels really good, or if you want to get a little bit deeper, then you can separate the feet just a little bit and then swing the arms underneath, down below the legs, and then bring the feet back together, and then open the legs so that it opens up through the back of the shoulders, and really let the head and neck hang heavy here. Really let it go and use the strength of your legs to open up through the back shoulder blades. Take one more breath there. Beautiful. And that brings us here to 10:15. So I encourage you, if you want to stay in your stretch, absolutely do that. And otherwise, we are all set for today. Great work, everybody.
Thank you. That was so great.
You're welcome. Did you enjoy?